Hi, welcome back to On the Volley, or OTV, where we talk about all things football. Now, we're back with the Premier League, okay, and we're going to be giving our mid-season Premier League review and our thoughts on how the season we think is going to go. So, shall we start with the relegation zone?
Should. I think so, yeah.
So, who wants to go first?
I think we know who's going to go first.
Keeper. No, sorry, mate, but I think this is your ground.
Yeah, it's where
This is your area of
you've been
expertise.
looking at the games, isn't it? Let's face it.
Well, obviously, at the moment, it's a big worry for my team, Newcastle United. I did predict at the start, before ball was kicked, that Norwich would be down there. I did kind of predict as well, I think Burnley would be down there. I thought we would be, at this moment in time, just a little bit out of there. I didn't think that we'd be flying away by any means, but it's turned out that we've only won one game in 19 games, which is disastrous for us. I have seen, obviously, we've had a lot of changes in managers in the league. Norwich changed their manager, you know what I mean? Dean Smith there now. Obviously lost his job at Aston Villa. I've seen a bit more fight from Norwich, but I just don't think they have.
We've just lost the last five, haven't we? We've lost the last five,
Yeah.
as of Watford, actually, who are also down there as well.
Well, Watford are being dragged into it.
Yeah.
They're being dragged in. Like Leeds, and even like Everton. They're all being sucked in.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the minute, my club, Newcastle United, have a huge bank account. But in the situation we're in, I can't really see anybody really wanting to come at this moment.
I was going to say, Trippier's a good signing.
Well, it's a good signing. I don't know what he was thinking of.
Looking to the future, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But you know how a lot of people said, there's going to be a lot of signings, a lot of big players coming in. That's not going to happen. That was never going to happen.
Yeah, but the owner said that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, but a lot of fans didn't. A lot of fans got carried away.
I think you can buy some strategic buys, couldn't you? Which we've talked about before, to maybe shore up the team that's currently there. I mean, obviously, there's been some atrocious performances in defence, which we talked about all season. Newcastle.
Do they have a defence?
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes it doesn't look like it, does it?
People, but sometimes it doesn't look like it.
No offence about our defence.
There is no defence there now.
No, they're absolutely shocking at the back. Shocking. Yeah. 6s and 7s. You're even starting to see Dubravka now. He's at 6s and 7s because he doesn't really trust the defence. It's not.
Yeah, it's usually the defence starts to drop deeper and deeper because they don't trust the goalkeeper. But actually, in this case, you're right. It's coming out more and more because he's thinking that, well, I'm going to be one-on-one here with these guys.
Can I trust this?
Yeah.
Can I trust him to head that?
Oh yeah, I mean, they go against City. This is a prime example of that, wasn't it? But it's bounced over his head, and Robert's he's supposed to take control of the situation. Yeah, not wait for me to do it.
Yeah, but the goalkeeper has also the responsibility, of talking and basically managing the defence. Okay,
he does. He does. But
how does he do that? That's another question.
Well, I don't know. When I watch the match, I can't really hear him, but obviously
You can tell by the gestures, though.
Honestly, I just think that the defence at the moment in Newcastle are woeful, and that's as simple as that. Shocking.
As is Norwich, though. I mean, Norwich letting too many goals. Leeds are letting in far too many goals. Mm-hmm. Obviously, not scoring enough at the other end. That's why they got dragged into it. They had a good win though last time out against Burnley, didn't they? So, so that's lifted them a little bit there. But Watford, I think, were one of my predictions to go down this season, along with Newcastle and Norwich, actually.
Yes.
Obviously, before the takeover of Newcastle. I mean, New Watford are definitely prime candidates for maybe Newcastle or Burnley to overtake, but then also Everton have been dragged in there as well, haven't they?
Well, they're dropping down, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think obviously we're the only team down there that have the ability to spend.
Yeah.
Big. Depends who we can attract. I mean, I've heard that we could be probably going to sign Todd Cantwell from Norwich. I don't know if he would be one of my first choices to sign, but to be honest, we need bodies and we need new blood. That's the difference. I think the players that are there now, especially in defence, are they've been too comfortable.
You said in one of your videos they've been there too long.
Been there too long.
Okay, so yeah, you do need you do need new blood. You need I believe, a complete change. Also because I mean, you know, you're talking about Leeds, yeah, but Leeds have a game in hand. If they win that game, they go to 22 points.
Yeah.
Look, you know, the bottom line is Burnley have 2 games in hand.
Yes.
Okay, so Burnley could basically go up to like 17 points. Okay, if we're looking at the teams that could go down, it's a little bit of a, I'm not going to say a lottery, okay, right? Because I think at the moment, Norwich and Newcastle and Burnley are the favourites.
To go down, yeah.
They're the favourites to go down at the moment, yeah. With Watford, who are on 13 points, but have got, okay, 1 game in hand, yeah. So
it also depends who their game in hand is against.
Yeah.
Well, Burnley had the game called off against Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's at Turf Moor.
Yeah.
But you know, Tottenham now looking reasonably strong under Conte, aren't they? So they probably would have wanted that game a little bit earlier, actually.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And now it's turned into Tottenham fighting for a top 4 finish, you know. So.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of controversy as well in the Christmas period about games being called off. Yeah. And the thing I was pointing at Newcastle, the Everton game was called off. The Southampton game was called off.
Yeah.
And I mean, now Southampton are pointing the finger and saying that game could have went ahead. Right. And it kind of gives us an advantage now.
Because you may sign some players.
We may sign players. Yeah. And I know the manager from Southampton has said that he actually thinks that when that game's played, any new signings shouldn't be allowed to play.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No, never going to do that. I mean, Liverpool cancelled their Carling Cup game.
It kind of been
against Arsenal, was it? Against Arsenal?
Yeah.
And you know, and then they came back like a couple of days later and said, "Oh, actually, they weren't positive after all." And but they're not going to have all those players excluded and Salah if he comes back from by the time. I don't think he would back from the couple.
It was just a moment of sour grapes, like, you know what I mean. But honestly, at the moment, this is a battle. The relegation battle is, I think you're going to know in the next month who is going to be doomed down there.
I think in Norwich, what Norwich need to do is they are conceding a lot of goals in certain games. In other games, they're actually doing all right. Their big problem is obviously scoring goals, as is Leeds.
Yeah, but Norwich have let in 42 goals, the same amount as Newcastle. Yeah. They've only scored 8, so I agree with you. They're not scoring goals. Yeah. Whereas Newcastle at least have scored 19 goals. Okay, so they both, and I think Leeds have let in 37 goals. Yeah. Okay, and they've scored 21 though. So,
but a catastrophic problem for Newcastle is that Callum Wilson is out for 2 months.
Out again. That's the second time
out again.
Yeah.
Huge calf injury.
You need to buy someone to replace him.
We do.
What I was going to say about Norwich is the position they need to strengthen in is obviously up front or a creative player to maybe produce those chances. Well, that's the most expensive position to fill on the pitch, and we know Norwich are probably looking at going down. They almost accepted that earlier on in the season. So they're not going to go into that big now because there's no way they're going to take a player like that down into the Championship.
Who's going to go to Norwich, you know?
And also who's going to go there as well.
Who's going to go there, but even the January transfer window is the hardest. It's the hardest in the sense of moves. It's a difficult time, January.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to get a striker.
Yeah. And you usually pay over the odds as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, I disagree with you on that. Okay, and the reason I disagree with you is because, as you all know, okay, my Scottish team is Celtic, and I've been doing the Celtic videos, and they've just bought 3 Japanese players from the J League, yeah? Okay, one of them is Daizen Maeda, okay, who's the top scorer in the J League, and the guy looks hot, and he is fast. And what I think is sometimes we don't go, bargain basement shopping, if you like.
Well, we don't
Don't win the Premier League anymore, do we?
We don't look as far as we should.
Yeah.
Yes, there's other supermarkets that are kind of out in the vicinity.
I mean, basically, Premier League are shopping at Waitrose these days, aren't they? And and they're not prepared to go to Aldi and find a bargain,
Exactly.
Or other supermarkets are available.
Okay, you've lost me on that because I don't know the difference between Waitrose and Aldi living out here all this time, okay? So I'll take your word for it.
He doesn't do his own shopping.
All right, okay, if you say so.
Listen, mate, I'll take you to Aldi and I'll take you to another posher supermarket. We'll see the difference between Elite and Aldi, okay? I'll save you a load of money as well.
So, do we have a prediction? What's your final prediction for the end of the season?
At the end of the season, relegation.
Well, Newcastle, what do you reckon the points? Let's put it this way. What do you reckon the number of points is going to be needed to be safe this year? Because you used to say that it's going to be a lot less.
It's going to be a lot less. It's going to be a lot less. 30 odd points at this moment in time.
30 odd, but yeah.
Look, I'm not even going to go on the points. I'm not even going to answer that question. What I will do is I'll give you the 3 teams I think are going to go down, yeah? It's a weird season with some weird results. So answer the question. What do you think? Whichever way you want to answer it.
Well, I'm not going to say Newcastle United are going down. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't breed that negativity at the moment. If you ask me in a month's time, I probably might give you a proper answer there.
But we need an answer now.
I think the teams that are going to go down are Norwich, Burnley, and Watford in that order. And I think Newcastle are just going to scrape it.
Right. Well, I'll say a points range. Well, I reckon, to get a chance of survival, you're going to need somewhere between 36 and 39 points, I reckon, this year. And
so you're basically close to the 40 point, which is...
It could be as low as 36.
Which is the number we use every year.
Yeah, but then you look at Burnley and you look at Newcastle. Norwich, I'm pretty much saying they're going to go down. Sorry to any Norwich fans out there. I've got the squad to stay in the Premier League.
No.
And I've said that all season. But you're looking at how many points they're going to get Burnley and Newcastle. That's 25 points.
Yeah.
And we're halfway through the season and they've managed 11. So they're going to have to double the number of points they've already got.
Exactly.
And that is, you're looking at, so we'll say 25 points. 25 points is, nearly winning half your games. So they are going to struggle. They're looking at Watford are down there. And I think that is going to be a little bit of a cycle between those 3. As we get towards the pointy end of the season, it's going to be those 3 who are really battling out. Leeds will probably drop in every now and again for a little, let the fans assholes go a little bit, towards the end of the season.
But do you know?
Maybe Everton, but I still think it'll be those. Out of those 3, it'll be 2 of Burnley, Newcastle, Watford.
Right.
I thought Newcastle at the start of the season.
I'm
going to say Burnley though. They're going to swap out with Newcastle likely. I think it's going to be Watford, Burnley, Norwich. Not in that order.
Right. I'll think in that order.
Yeah. Go 18, 19, 20. Yeah.
But I think we can all agree that Norwich are not going to survive this season. I think the Norwich fans themselves, understand that, they need nothing short of a miracle, and I don't think it's happening. And like you said, they can't really go and invest, okay, because you know
they're not going to win the championship next year. That's
right. But look, I think Watford. It's going to be between Watford, Burnley, and Newcastle. Okay, Burnley have got 2 games in hand. The only thing I believe that can save Newcastle is if they do some good business in the transfer market. So only for that reason alone, that you have money to spend, I think that you may be able to do what you have done over the last few seasons, whereas you've been floating around the relegation zone and just managed to pull yourself out at the end. But at some stage, your luck's going to run out. Okay, I hope it's not this season. Okay, I hope, and I seem to remember saying this last season.
Well, we every year we're doing a Harry Houdini, obviously.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
The only difference is this year you have someone that owners that spend money, so that should be. As for Eddie Howe, if you go down, I'll blame him. Sorry, Eddie. Okay, right, but if you're going to start buying players
on that.
He's just bought Trippier. Can he get the best out of his players?
But out of the teams we've mentioned down there, do you think that all of them are going to make it to the season? I mean, Norwich have already changed their manager. Watford have already changed their manager.
Yeah.
But I think actually out of the teams down there, they're more likely to change the manager again. Unless Norwich have actually got to split in.
Like
Watford probably most likely. They changed the manager more than I changed my underpants.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable. But
from what I hear, you don't change often. Once every 6 months.
I get a butler to do that. My concierge.
And I'm bloody sitting next to him. No, it's great. It's going to be. I think it's going to go to the wire. Okay, and I think we can say that Norwich will go down, Watford I believe will go down, and it'll probably be between Burnley and Newcastle for 3rd place, I believe.
Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to go the wire.
It's going to be twitchy bum time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not for us.
No. But obviously, I don't know.
You could end up being the richest team in the championship.
We could be the richest team in the championship. But not only in the championship, in the world.
Yeah, exactly. That would be some kind of Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah, a bit of a damp squib that would be, wouldn't it? Really, But
let's hope that doesn't happen.
I hope you don't. I love Newcastle. I think you're great support. I've said it before. Okay, all the Newcastle supporters I know, lovely people, great support. You deserve more. I hope you manage to get it and become a force next season.
Well, thanks for that, Shaw. So anyway, we've talked about the relegation battle there. Let's move on.